Hey YouTube, Travis here with another one of our videos for the New England Backroads series. Today we're going down Chocorua Lake Road, which is just south of North Conway and maybe Chocorua, New Hampshire, Albany, New Hampshire. But I wanted to show this road to y'all because it's one of my favorite roads to drive around here during the fall. It looks just so pretty with all the leaves coming down, and it's really nice, especially this time of day. So let's just sit back and enjoy the nice road as we snake our way back home, back down to the Boston area. Sure you can tell with the new cameras that I got, but especially being in 4K, but the colors up here are just absolutely gorgeous. Deep oranges and yellows and reds, especially with some of the green intermixed with from all the pine trees. Just it looks absolutely gorgeous up here. I'm not sure I'd ever want to live anywhere that doesn't allow me to enjoy all the seasons, and fall in New England is just one of those things that you have to see to experience. I'm sure there's aspects of foliage in other parts of the country, and whether you go out west into the Rockies and places like that, but there's something about New England and the fall weather up here. It's just wonderful. And as you drive down some of these back roads, you may come across people that are pulled off to the side and things like that. They're most likely up here hunting, as it is hunting season up here in New Hampshire. One thing you want to make sure of, especially if you are trying to explore during this time of year, and depending on your state and whether hunting is allowed or not, is you want to make sure if you're going out in the woods you're wearing orange. If you're not wearing orange, then you definitely are going to be at a higher risk of being potentially shot or something like that. And that's definitely not what you want when you're going out here and you're exploring. So I'm not planning on stopping today, so I don't have any of my orange. But if I did, and I was planning on stopping, I'd make sure I'd have both an orange vest for myself, an orange hat, and an orange vest for Winter, because we want to make sure that she doesn't get to it either. This road goes from Route 16, as I was saying, just south of North Conway, right by Chocorua Lake, to Route 113A, I believe it is. And as I'm going to be jumping onto 113 at some point in time anyway, I'm going to try to make my way back to 93. Excuse me. It's a nice little scenic route to take off and kind of get off the paved roads and get away from some traffic. Definitely wouldn't recommend these roads if you're trying to get anywhere fast. I am taking the most circuitous route back to 93, but as you can tell, it's definitely worth the experience if you enjoy the fall and want to see a little bit of foliage up here. I absolutely love all the houses up here. You can see with a lot of these rock walls the remnants of when this all used to be laid out into big plots of farmland. And I say big, it's definitely not anything in comparison to the farms you see out west, but for aspects of New Hampshire, you'd have some pretty decent sized farms up here, at least until aspects of the land gave out, or if they switched over to doing things like having cows and stuff like that. And you'll see as you walk through a lot of these woods up here in northern New England, all these rock walls that kind of intersperse the woods. Those were, of course, the borders and boundaries of old farms, and the farmers would actually get all of those rocks every single year after the frost and thaw and cycles. It would actually push all of these rocks to the surface. So as the farmers were going out to clear their land for planting season, whether they're doing hay or other sorts of vegetables, they would actually collect all these rocks and then they'd push them off to the sides, and which then naturally became parts of their boundaries. And Chocorua Lake Road is actually turned into Fowlers Mill Road, and we'll be following this until we meet up with 113 at the end of this trip. As you may have seen there's actually some trailheads over there for the Liberty and Brook trails. We can put some information tied to those in the comments, so in case you're interested in coming out here to hike them. absolutely gorgeous streams as we're driving down this road too. It intersects with. So we'll definitely have to stop one of these days and come back here and do a little fishing. But as we're at the end of the road, we thank you for coming along with us. If these are the sorts of videos that you like, please don't hesitate to subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful time.